Peace, everybody. Welcome to the AMS show. I'm Big Ra, the most supreme Raheem, one half of the Almighty Force brothers. I'm here with my man,
Kev Young.
Yeah. So, we just start off this week talking about the hold on 1 second. Yo, Tiny, answer that for me. Yeah. So, the D League right now are doing rehearsal are doing practice. So the D League right now is doing practice at middle school 226. This weekend, I believe Cam and the brother Nitty and the brothers like that, they're going to be taking the reign of that this weekend. Shout out to Javon, the AMF family, the Ask You dancers. Any people you want to give out shout outs to, Kat?
I'm all right, man.
You all right? Before we get into the show, I just want to say get well soon to Buckshot Shorty. I didn't see the video of what happened with him, but I saw the results, and pictures and stuff of what happened to him. I just think it's like, it's messed up. The cats is not going to respect a legend like Buckshot Shorty in his own hood, in Brooklyn. I can't understand things like that. Why the disrespect would happen like that. But, it happened. I'm wishing the brother well and, a speedy recovery, tonight, we got like a special guest. This brother, to me, I said this brother is probably like, the basketball park tournament DJ. Like he DJ'd in our tournament. He DJ'd in Baisley. After we introduced him and everything, I guess he'll tell all the places that or the other places, because he's like the park jam DJ amongst other things. But we'd like to introduce our special guest tonight, the amazing one.
Hello, everybody.
All right, introduce yourself.
My DJ name, the amazing Dewitt, aka the Cut Terrorist, coming out of South Jamaica, Queens. I've been doing this for a very long time, at least 76, 77. And I just went from there. It was a passion, listening to the hip hop that was coming from uptown. And I just kind of helped bring it out here. There were some other crews I followed too, Infinity Machine, Cypher Sounds. It was a lot of crews in Queens that people don't know about.
Right.
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I would consider myself maybe the second generation. After, like I said, after the Infinity Machine, Cypher Sounds, Disco Twins, and I can go on and on. I don't want to name everybody. Got to take a half the show by itself.
Right. So this is Bars and Hoops radio, right? This is Bars and Hoop television.
Okay.
So we talk about basketball.
Yeah.
No, we ain't gonna get, we talk about basketball a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So what you think about the Knicks right now?
I don't know. I'm kind of like, I don't know, because I don't know. It's hard to predict. I want them to do well, but for some reason, I think it's just not going to work out.
It's too early.
Yeah,
it's too early. They got to get their chemistry.
Yeah, that's what it is. They got too many players.
Yeah,
it's too early. After the All-Star game, we'll see.
Nah.
But I knew Randall was probably going to go because he's ball dominant like Brunson. So two ball dominant people, it's not going to work out.
Okay. Because they lost last night.
Right.
They lost last night. So who do you like of all times since you've been watching basketball, who like your best team of all times?
That's a tough one. I can name a couple.
All right.
86 Celtics,
Okay.
the 83 76ers.
Okay.
I got to put the Bulls in there 96 just because they won the championship.
Okay.
I can't put Golden State there because they didn't win a chip.
Okay.
So they probably the best team that didn't win a championship, if anything.
What Golden State? What year?
Say that again.
What year Golden State?
The year they won. How many games they win that game? 73. And they won the year
they won 73 games.
Yeah,
But I think they lost to Durant in them.
No, they lost to LeBron.
Oh, all right.
And Kyrie Irving with Cleveland.
Oh, that Durant was on that team.
No, Durant
wasn't on that team?
Durant was
Durant
was still at OKC. That was his last year in OKC.
Okay.
And then the next year he joined Golden State.
Okay.
That's how that went. But,
all right. So you talking about before they won their chips,
right? Yeah, but I'm thinking best team. I would take the Sixers only because they only lost one game.
Okay.
So I had to go with them.
Talking about the 5-4.
Yeah, 4-4-4.
Yeah. The year with Moses.
Yeah,
and Moses and Doc
and
Maurice Cheeks.
Yeah, Cheeks, Andrew Toney.
Yeah, that was a good team.
They were stacked and they won in a very tough era, you know?
Yeah.
Like I know the Lakers did that with Shaq, but there was no really that many good centers at the time when Shaq was dominant, you know?
Right.
Olajuwon was gone, Ewing was gone, Robinson was gone. No, Robinson was still there, but he wasn't a main piece.
Right.
But the dominant centers was just either too old or they just retired, you know?
Right.
So
right.
So the Sixers, yeah.
So who would you say is the GOAT, like in basketball? Who would you say is the GOAT?
Oh man.
Be careful, bro.
I got a 1A and I got 1B. Michael Jordan and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay.
Those two.
Those good
All
picks.
right.
Good picks.
All right.
I you can go either way as the great. I think Kareem is very underrated.
Right. Yeah, he thinks so too.
I agree. I agree.
He because I saw him in the interview and they was going, we never hear them talking about you as being one of the best, and he was saying, well, he don't understand why he don't hear it. But then again, he said he didn't understand why he didn't hear that Bill Russell was the GOAT. Well, that, and Kareem said that.
Right.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Yeah, Kareem was like, oh my goodness.
No. Yeah, he was ridiculous. He was at the Bucks because he won a championship with the Bucks.
Yeah, with Oscar Robertson.
And then he won a few championships with the Lakers.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
5.
His whole life was winning.
Yeah.
He did it in high school.
He won at every level.
Yeah.
He won at every level.
Yeah.
That's respectable.
Right.
So to music. And it could be R&B or it could be, hip hop. What's like your favorite? What's your favorite group? All time. If you want to split it up, hip hop or R&B, what's your favorite groups?
Earth, Wind and Fire.
Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yeah, I would have to take them.
Okay. All right.
All right. Didn't they say that last week?
Yeah, I think that.
Oh, somebody else said that too?
Yeah.
One time? Earth, Wind and Fire? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Earth, Wind and Fire. We get Earth, Wind and Fire. We get the Temptations.
Right.
Yeah. Best soloist.
Artists. Who can I pick? Commercial success, I'll go with LL Cool J, but just straight up rhyming, that's a hard one. Yeah. I would say Melly Mel.
Melly Mel?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Because we had some brothers on here a couple of weeks ago, and one of them was saying that the Kaz and Mo D, the whole Treacherous 3 was better than Melly Mel.
No. Heck no.
All right. Because I was saying the same thing. Melly Mel. I was saying that he was the GOAT too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's get into your story. Like when did you first start DJing?
Actually, I kind of had 2 starts. One before hip hop and one after.
Okay.
76. This dude named Timothy Mapp. He had a DJ set up, and we were just doing the disco mixing. And I got bored with that. Then I stopped. Then 77, 78, I heard a tape of Grandmaster Flash.
Okay.
Now you remember how everybody used to do the pause tapes back in the days?
Right.
Everybody was doing it, including myself.
Right.
But this time
The
I
pause
hear
tape.
talking in the
Remember
background,
that.
and he's going crazy, and I'm like, hold up, he can't really be doing that. So one day I snuck up to the Bronx because I ain't know nobody up there, and I seen him playing actually doing it in the park. I'm like, that's what I want to do.
Right.
And I had 3 idols. I said one of my idols was Muhammad Ali, the other one was Dr. J, and the third one was Flash.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, I ain't got no chance to be in Dr. J or Muhammad Ali.
Right.
So I ran with the Flash. I had a chance,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What people don't know, me and Kat, we touched on this earlier when we was talking. People don't know that you used the ball though.
Yeah, I played in a few tournaments.
People don't know, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really know you played ball. Then one day I was over in Roy Wilkins. This is a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I said I saw you in there, and I'm thinking you in there just chilling.
Right.
Then we started choosing up sides. I'm saying, oh, then you had a little jump. I was like, oh, I ain't the wake a ball. know?
Yeah, that was my thing. I'm like John Paxson. Leave me open. I'm gonna hit that shot.
I hear you. So you said so you saw Flash,
yes.
and then you brought it back to Queens, and so how that so
well, them days was crazy. I mean, my man Fred, DC Crew, Disco Chance, them, Fred and Mike and them. They let me rock with them, and I remember every time that we do a party, I could never get on until it was like the last 10 minutes, because all I knew how to do was the battle stuff. I didn't know how to do parties.
Right.
I just kept my mouth shut, and then when I first started rocking on my own in '83 as the featured DJ, I remember first time he came out in Baisley Park, and somebody approached me, man. He said, "Yo, let the record play. You're doing too much, too much mixing and scratching." That's when I really learned how to DJ.
Right.
Right. And then when the 80s, we got like around 85, they used to have the sniff tournament out there. As a matter of fact, the first time I seen Kev.
Okay.
I don't know what it looked like. He did a dunk one day. It looked like he took off from the foul line. Like, oh my goodness.
Because that was one of the things, because you was like the basketball tournament DJ. It was like, because you'll be, like I said earlier, but you could discuss that on your own. But you was the one, like anybody, because anytime we was gonna do anything, and people knew we had DJs. Shout out to Z-Pat, Sugar Bear. People knew we had DJs, but anytime anybody said, oh, we need to get somebody to pull out in the park, and during that time in the 80s, right. And then coming up to the 90s,
right?
Everybody, the first name on everybody's lips was Amazing Dewitt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So going back to what you were discussing. So you started doing it first, like in the Sniff tournament.
Yeah, with the basketball tournaments. Yeah, that was 80. I think the first year I did it was either 86 or 87.
Okay.
Actually, there was somebody doing it before me. I heard Grandmaster Vic did the first Sniff tournament. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay. And Nod, Casino, he said that he had did it too.
Oh, okay.
He had said he had did it.
Oh, okay.
But it wasn't where you was doing it at. It wasn't in that park.
Right.
That was over there by Foch. He was doing it like in the buildings, I think.
Oh, inside the projects.
Yeah. He was doing it. He was doing it in the buildings.
Right.
So let's talk about that, because you did the park jams. You was doing them in the 80s.
Right.
You was doing it so much. You got the shout out on with Cheeks and them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
in the song, yeah.
Yeah. So you was like you was that dude. Like with us, you did it, but you already was doing it for a minute. So you had to see a lot. You had to see a lot, doing the park jams, because even when the tournament wasn't going on, you used to be pulling out in Baisley.
Yeah.
Like, you were the one that gave me, like, used to do block parties and all of that stuff. You know? So we got you on here to celebrate yourself. So talk about all the stuff that you was doing. Because you was like the man for a minute.
Yeah.
You know, because Cypher Sounds and Infinity, they still was out there, but you was like the man, in the hood for
Yo, how'd you get electricity?
I would definitely the go-to guy with that. I hook up the light pole. I used to back in the days they used to do the light pole wrong when they hook up the light. All the power will go out. I went to Thomas Edison. You had to be smart to go there. You had to take a test. So I knew how to wire it without the lights going out. So what I would do, I would hook up the positive wire before the fuse. That way the fuse is not going to be, bothered with, won't blow. But if you hook it up after the fuse, all that current's going through the fuse and the fuse go out. So I technically knew exactly what to do. So that helped out a lot too, because there was some parks that people couldn't rock in because there wasn't that many people that know how to do the light pole without killing themselves.
So you mentioned, your crew, because I remember back in the days, Video Music Box.
Yeah.
You in the video with
Freddie Fox.
With Freddie Fox.
Yeah.
And, shooting your.
I don't know who came up with that gimmick.
But it was dope though. Yeah. You had the two turntables, you using them like a machine gun.
Yeah.
So talk about your like your journey with your crew with Freddie Fox and all of them, and the rest of your team, because I know that Tape Master, he was down with you at that point, or that came after.
That came before Freddie Fox. They lived on Farmers Boulevard by God Brewer, so I brought them to Jamaica.
Okay.
And Tape Master had the sound system.
All right.
And I had the connection. I knew how to DJ, so I already had a name before all of that.
Okay.
So
who was the crew? It was you, Tape Master,
Cut Master JT, the heavy sick dude.
Cut Master JT. Shout out Big JT.
Yeah. Dollar Bill, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Dollar Bill.
And Rick G.
Okay.
We call him Grandpa.
Okay.
So that was that crew, and we had a couple of names. Sometimes we just say Southside Farmers Connection, and so on.
Okay.
And then when it went to actually when I first got with Freddie Fox, we was a group.
Okay.
Supreme Force.
Okay.
And this is another story. Every B was looking for an MC. He came looking for, before he got Rakim. Rakim was his second choice.
Okay.
Freddie Fox was the first choice, and Fred said, he wanted to be loyal and stay with his crew.
Okay.
So that's, what happened with that,
Okay. Yeah, I remember Freddie Fox. Yeah. He still be doing stuff now, or he getting back into it.
Yeah, he never stopped. I just was watching some footage of him. He was performing in Italy.
Okay.
He rolls with the motorcycle crew Corrupt Mob.
Okay.
He's now with them as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but we still cool. Ain't no issues whatsoever.
Okay, so he still be doing things.
Yes.
So how was it for him with all of the 50-year hip hop celebrations and all of that? How was that with him? Or because when I saw the 50-year hip hop, like with me and my brother, we was like doing shows. We started back doing shows probably like in 2019. So when the 50-year hip hop thing came, we saw a lot of people that wasn't doing nothing, that came back out. Basically, that brought them back out.
Right.
So was that the case with Freddie, like with Freddie Fox, or was he doing stuff all along?
I don't know exactly when he started. We got together around 86.
Okay.
They was looking for a DJ, and I knew the producers. They introduced me. Well, I met the producers first before I met them. And the funny thing about it, it was an audition.
Okay.
So I was going against whoever they had, and I ended up coming out on top.
Okay.
That's how I got that. So that wasn't given to me. I had to earn that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't really. It wasn't like y'all was like just cool with each other, and he made you his DJ, basically.
Right. I met the producers first.
Okay.
Tony. One name was Tony. Other person name was Yuli. And like I said, I came with my bag of tricks, cutting with the ping pong paddle, with a handball, with my sneaker. I was doing all that crazy stuff.
Okay.
So it worked out because they chose me over everybody.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
So you was part of the crew.
Supreme Force.
Okay, so I'm gonna come more current now. You was part of the whole Queens in Atlanta jump off.
Yeah.
You know,
2 years in a row, last year and this year.
All right, so how was that?
It was cool because a lot of people I seen down there I ain't seen in over 20 years.
Okay.
There's a lot of New Yorkers in Atlanta, the metro area.
Okay.
And it was it almost felt like I was back in Queens.
Okay.
Except for the weather was warmer. Other than that, it's like the almost the same,
All right. So how was it? Like, who was there? Who was getting it in?
We all did our thing, and I think what it is as a DJ, it's just like playing basketball. You gotta know how to play without the ball.
Right.
Some people can't do that. With DJing, like say anybody that I come behind DJing, I'm not gonna play the same music they play. I'm gonna go in a totally different direction.
Okay.
Because you don't need everybody playing the same record over and over because now the crowd gonna get bored.
Right.
So I mean, it was easy.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, anyway.
Right. So just break down how that went. Like was that was like a 3-day or 4-day event? Like just break down how that went.
Okay, well the party was on a Friday, yesterday and today. I mean last year and this year, and then Saturday they would have a park jam. And we just all participate,
Mm-hmm.
And that's all it really was. Is Sunday we have a brunch, and then the next day, probably later on that evening, we're gonna come back to New York.
Right. So you was DJing. So what were some of the other DJs that was there?
I had JT with me.
All right.
DJ JLJ from Alliance Mix Squad, DJ Preem from Alliance Mix Squad, DJ Sheen from Alliance Mix Squad. Somebody named Chris Run, and there was one DJ that they didn't show up because they had a definite family. It's a female DJ Destiny.
Okay.
So everybody else, we pretty much just did our thing.
So did the Rockaway Twins? Was they there?
Oh yeah, them too. My mistake. Oh yeah, Rockaway Twins. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Actually, they came on right after me.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about Grandmaster Vic? He was part of it.
Yes,
Okay.
he was part of it also.
Okay. And was it a lot of MCs like down there? Like
if they were, I didn't see him. Who came and rock? What's the name? Father MC.
Father MC.
Yeah, he came on and he did a few songs.
Okay.
Near the end.
Yeah, we used to do stuff with Father MC back in USA skating rink days.
Yeah.
Before he got with Uptown.
Right.
Before he got with Uptown.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
so
him back
that was
then.
Yeah. He was nice back then.
Right.
So I wasn't surprised the way he blew. Because he had because back then in the USA skating rink, it was all battles. So it was like and it was all contests.
Yeah.
Like every time we went there, it was a contest. And Father MC, he came out on top a few times.
Right.
He came out on top a few times. It was guys like him. It was guys like Super Lover C, Casanova Rudd, guys like Kwame. It was Romeo and Rozelle. That was from like the Hollis area.
Yeah.
It used to be kind of live in there.
Yeah, he used to come to Baisley sometimes too and rock with us.
Rozelle, yeah.
And
then because he ended up getting with the Roots, for a while. I don't know if he's still with them.
I don't know, but I still
got Rozelle. He the one that did the beatbox.
Yeah. The Art of Noise. That's what you call him.
So back in the days, he was with a dude named Romeo.
Right.
And Romeo used to be called A Man and His Beat or something crazy like that.
Right.
And it was. I'm thinking that was Rozelle and Romeo, but it might have been Rozelle and Romeo because A Man with His Beat. I think that was like Kwame. He was like because he used to do some beatbox stuff for the polka dots and stuff, man. Yeah. So I'm gonna put you on the spot right now,
okay?
Right? Because you was in the park a lot, so you was like you did the park jams and our tournament. You did the park jams
Right.
over in Baisley. You know the Sniff tournament. A
Yeah.
lot of pros came through there.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
So who would you say street ball wise? If you could give me out of all the times you there, give me like the best 5 that you saw coming through our tournament, coming through Sniff. I don't know if you played in Lincoln tournament.
I did 1 year.
Okay.
Only for
All right,
1
so-
year.
so-
that
so
was back
include-
in that was like more in the 90s.
Okay, so include Lincoln with it. And if you could do 5 players that you feel was like the best that
Right.
came through the hood during that time.
Well, we got one of them here right now.
Oh, all right.
Start with that. Kevin Legend. It was Boo Harvey.
Boo Harvey. See, everybody to come up here. Everybody to come up here be saying Boo Harvey.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Position don't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
This dude named Jeff. He used to play for Far Rock.
Okay. Yeah, Jeff was here.
Okay.
Jeff, he came up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff from Far Rock.
Who else could I put with that? Think what's the name? Day was real good. Remember Day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What Day?
Day from 48.
He in playing.
Yeah, y'all never seen Day?
Nah, I played with Day before.
Okay.
All right, I played with.
But when he was younger, like, cause he was up there in age. I think he's older. He's older than all of us.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I used to see him going back to when I used to live around 48.
Oh,
He
okay.
used to have tournaments over there too.
Oh, okay.
Matter of fact, the first time I ever seen Supreme from the Supreme team in Baisley Park, because Supreme is left-handed with the green eyes.
Okay.
He's a lefty. But I'm trying to think who else I could add to that list. I named 4. I'm trying to think who else.
Probably got so many running through your head. Right
Yeah,
now.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. And see, I'm trying to pick players that didn't make the NBA.
All right, but you can pick.
Right.
You could pick guys. You could pick guys that made the NBA.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know
Okay.
when you win, like one of the years you did it, that you did the championship for us. What's his
Right.
name was playing for Lincoln? You know,
Who Lamar? Yeah,
Lamar
Lamar.
playing
Yeah.
for Lincoln.
Right.
You know.
Well, I'm gonna pick number 5, and I'm talking about people I've seen. Damn, it's so hard, man. I can go.
Well, I put you on the spot.
I seen World B Free play that he used to play in the tournaments in IS8.
Okay.
You could put him up there. If I had to pick number 5, I'm gonna take Iverson.
Iverson.
Yeah, Allen Iverson, because I've seen him play.
Okay.
I seen him at the Rucker.
Okay.
Yeah, because I used to go there a lot.
Okay.
Check out the Rucker. That was
Okay.
before he became an NBA
right.
player.
Okay. All right. So you just went citywide. You
Yeah.
just went citywide.
Right.
Okay. All right. That's cool. You know. So tell us what you're doing now, right? So because I know for us back in the days, you did parties for us.
Right.
I know you did. I remember we had a Halloween party
Right.
that was it was kind of big. So
Yeah.
and so tell us what you're doing there.
Well, right now I'm like semi-retired. I got my pension from sanitation.
Okay.
Sponsored pension. So I don't have to work if I don't want to.
Right.
And what I'm gonna start doing, I'm gonna start promoting parties again.
Okay.
See, I had to fall back because I had kids I had to raise. So
Right.
they all grown now.
Okay.
So I only help them. They really need it. I help them still. But that's what I want to do right now. I want to promote parties
Right.
because I'm getting a lot of complaints about some of the parties that people are doing.
Yeah, because there are a lot of parties. So if you're gonna do parties, or you're gonna go because a lot of people be getting the grand ballroom. When I was when we used to be throwing parties,
Right.
we used to be going where rent any place.
Right.
Because we did occasions.
That's like,
We did occasions.
I'm gonna shoot.
Stuff like that.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, I remember occasions. That was a nice spot. The downstairs area was the big area.
Right.
I went to Rochdale. Actually, I got a private party there January 4th.
Uh-huh.
And I inquired about the ballroom, so they gave me all the information. They want $4,500 for that.
Okay.
But you can sell your own liquor.
Oh, that
You
could
just gotta
you
get
could do that now.
Yeah, you got the
They got a liquor license for there now.
right, and that's the cash cow.
Okay.
Their capacity is, I think a capacity is 500. And most parties, when people do parties there, they're charging about, I would say between $30 and $50.
Okay.
So if you got 500 people paying $30, that's a lot of money.
Right.
And then the big money really is the bar. The bar is the real cash cow.
Right. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that about throwing parties. I remember that. You know. So we give our shout out to Tisha. Shout out to DJ Rumble.
I remember him.
You know DJ Rumble?
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to Tisha, DJ Rumble.
That's it.
The Southside Legend. Oh, yeah, Southside Legend. Oh, talking about you. DJ Rumble, he says Southside Legend, giving you your props.
Thank you.
Yo, Dewitt. You know? You were saying about you having parties. So I'm thinking about getting back into that. So maybe we could collab, on some things.
Definitely. Yeah.
Like Almighty Force, Amazing Dewitt, like back in the days.
Right.
Cause we did a few things.
Right.
So let's talk about with the stuff that you with Tape Master and all of that, because y'all have like tapes of all the jams from all over the city.
Yeah.
So talk about that a little bit, because you gave us stuff ourselves,
right?
That we didn't really. I didn't really know that anybody recorded it. So let's talk about stuff like that for a minute.
Well, before I was, a known DJ, I was always walking around with that big radio I had. I used to be all over the place, and I used to tap in. And I used to tap in.
I remember that. You used to come up to the park with that damn thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm stronger than what I look, so I was able to handle it.
Right.
Anyway, I was going all over the place, and just recording, and I know all the crews and everything, so they would just let me plug in. And I'm surprised I was like the only person doing that, because I got footage of people that they don't got footage of themselves that I got.
Yeah, because you had stuff for us, because you even had stuff of us in the Bronx,
and I wasn't even there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't.
So how did that happen?
I forgot who I got that from.
Okay.
I don't even remember. Because I knew Ramel. Me and Ramel used to go to ISA.
Okay.
So
remember Pookie cousin Ramel?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
He might have been him. I don't even remember how I got that, because I was getting tapes from all sources.
Yeah.
I would go uptown and get tapes. The original Tape Master is a heavyset Puerto Rican guy that used to run with the Coke Crush 4.
Okay.
So he had everybody. Sometimes I would tap in and get tapes from him.
Okay.
He had a van and he had tapes of everybody, all the uptown crews.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did that, but you brought it to Queens.
Yeah, exactly.
So now I don't know if he's your man, but he got like a whole radio show, built around that right now.
Yeah, he shouted him out.
Huh?
Yeah, he texted me Monday.
Yeah.
Talking about Geechee Dan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I gave him a lot of footage.
Yeah. So you cool with him? You be assisting him in his his thing he's doing on LL station?
Yeah. Actually, I might have been a bigger supporter, because he used to tell people what he was trying to do for years. And he's telling me like people don't believe in him and this and that. I'm like, yo, just go with your heart and just
you gotta believe in yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So
I look what he's doing now.
Yeah, exactly. And I always encourage him. Actually, he wanted me to be his DJ, but I had too much things going in my life that I wasn't going to be able to fully commit, and I don't like to do things halfway.
Right.
So I just told him I can't do it because family situations, raising kids and so on. That's not easy to do.
Right.
Especially, it's not easy,
Yeah.
But but I'm definitely proud of him, because he believed in himself and he got the right backing, and now he's doing his thing.
Right.
Matter of fact, I gotta call him because he's been trying to get me to do an interview for like 5 years.
Yeah, okay.
And I just wanted I needed my mind to be clear, like how it is now.
Right. And I respect that he wanted to interview you, because like when my son when he started like this platform for us,
Mhm.
it was he bought on me and Shy, he bought on Kev. So
Right.
the whole thing was really, really, like celebrating, people from your own, really celebrating your time, your time. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Right.
And that we think about DJs, like I said, we think about
Mhm.
DJs. You was like in the I say like the late 80s, the 90s, you
Mhm.
was the visible DJ. I
Right.
mean, I even heard something with you and Shy that sound like it was from maybe like the early 80s. Like y'all
Right.
was on some block party
Yeah, it
or
was a block
something.
party. He was by himself.
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, all right. So Dewitt, he was doing it a long time. You even gave me a CD of it was in when you first said, I think you thought it was from the Armory, but it was from I think it was from Rochdale, and Ken Do from Infinity Machine was cutting.
Catch the beat.
Yeah, and I was rhyming,
Right.
and that was like 1980.
Right.
You
I didn't know y'all at the time yet.
Yeah, right. So that was dope too.
Right.
So when we I don't know like if your kids was involved with sports and stuff like that.
Kind of. You know how today's generation with all these gadgets and everything, everybody want to play
Right.
video games. They was more into stuff like that.
Right.
And I remember their mothers would be like, "Go outside and play." And I was like, leave them alone. If they want to play that, let them play that. As long as they're not in trouble, I'm like, they can do what they want, as long as you're not getting in trouble. And it wasn't in trouble.
Right. So did you ever think about, because you balled, did you ever think about getting into coaching and stuff like that?
Not really. It never crossed my mind.
Yeah. So if you had like words of encouragement for people, like you were saying that you're retired.
Mm-hmm.
I'm retired too, so
Right.
You know what I'm saying? so it's a good feeling.
Oh yeah,
it's a good feeling, right? I mean, we put it in.
Yeah.
Both of us worked for the city for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But so like, do you have like words of encouragement that you could just give like anybody in general?
Well, I would say, don't, if you don't got to, don't put all your eggs in one basket. And if you're doing something positive, just believe in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Things of that nature. You always, enjoy life for now, but always try to plan for the future. Mm-hmm. And I use that with myself, because when it got to a certain point, I'm not getting rich off this DJing stuff. So that's when I really started working. Because from 86 to 92, I didn't even have a job because I was making so much money with the DJing stuff, and I was stressed for living conditions. So I was able to do that, but I had a cutoff line. I'm like, when I get around 30 years old, this thing ain't working out. I'm still going to DJ, but that's going to be my plan B.
Right.
Because if I would have did the DJing with plan A, and I'm in my 60s now, not a good look.
Right.
If you ain't got nothing to fall back on.
Right. Yeah, I see, Marcel.
Yeah. And I saw a lot of people that like with us when the tournaments was like booming.
Right.
That they was like doing jackets, t-shirts, and then they went on and they like, quit their main jobs thinking like that this was gonna be going on forever.
Right.
And then fell on hard times. Some people remember light skin line.
Really did that shit?
Yeah, man. Rest in peace,
The fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Listen, I don't want to talk ill of the dead, but that wasn't real smart. That wasn't real smart. With me, I mean, I couldn't because
Javon asks, what artists did you work with?
Supreme Force, Freddie Fox. Wasn't really a lot of artists. I DJ for a lot of people at live events, Biz Markie, LL Cool J. You know, I got audio footage of all of that.
Right.
Black Rock and Rob, DMC. Quite a few people I DJ for, you know, but
Right.
they was all not in the studio, just live events.
Live events.
Mikey D.
Mikey
from
D.
the Clientele
Mikey
Brothers.
D. Right. Mikey D is nice.
Yeah.
So did you ever have, because I know that like we mentioned Ramel earlier.
Right.
Like I remember I saw him DJing for Kaz.
Yeah.
And you know, that didn't. So how did it work out with you DJing for some of these guys? like on the respect level?
It worked out for me real well, you know. I mean, that's what I live for. So that was easy for me.
No.
I was just eager to get on, you know. I'm like, what? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just fun, you know. It was almost like a dream come true, you know.
Okay. So when you DJ'd for DMC, he was by himself, like.
Yeah, he was by himself.
So I'm just curious, like he was able to put on a good show by himself. Like how was these dudes, like how was their shows when you was DJing for them?
Well, he was kind of average, but you know, he know he do what he does, the MC, you know.
Right.
Now Biz is a showman, you know.
Right.
His live performance.
Rest in peace, Biz Markie.
Yeah, rest in peace.
No.
LO was like the Queen's version of Kool Moe Dee.
Right.
You know, he could just run forever, you know. He one of them dudes that can just go on and on and on and on, don't even need a break.
Right. And I saw you mention Mikey D. I didn't really meet Mikey D until, well, it was like 2020 or 2021, something like that. I always heard of him and I always heard of the Clientele Brothers, but I didn't meet Mikey D until, you know, one of them events over there in Springfield Park.
Right.
I met Mikey D over there, and you know, we did a few common shows since then. Mm-hmm. But the brother, he was nice, and I told him that. I was like, you know, you lived up to the name, you know, that you know.
Yeah.
I'm saying, you know, the brother was nice. The funny thing about the Clientele Brothers was the guy Will Seville.
Yeah.
Shout out Will Seville. Mm-hmm. Will Seville, we worked together.
Oh, okay.
We worked together.
Co-workers.
And I didn't know that he was one of the Clientele Brothers until I saw him perform me.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, yo, all these years, I didn't know. And we was working together, and I didn't know that he was one of the Clientele Brothers.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
But that was that was kind of funny. But you know, you heard about the incident that happened with Buckshot, right?
Yeah, you know, that is so, it don't make no sense.
Yeah.
You be keeping up with all that stuff, man? YSL and all that?
Say that again?
That YSL trial? Have you kept up with that?
No.
Nah.
Yeah. No. But did you know, like, I don't want to talk like you ain't here no more, but you know Buckshot? You know the Brooklyn dudes?
No, I heard it was a one-on-one with a younger guy.
Yeah.
What I was trying to find out is what led to them to that incident. You know, what did he do?
Yeah. Wow.
Good evening, Sharon.
Yeah.
Good. That sounds personal.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. So when I saw that online, you know, shout out to the brother Van Silk. I saw it on his page, and he didn't show the video, but he was talking about it. So one of the things that I said, you know, that a few people, you know, was responding to was that when you're from, you know, because all of us grew up in, like, you know, the hood. So when you from the hood and you reach a level of success, then maybe you should like bounce from that hood.
Definitely.
You know, so
definitely.
So what you think of that? Like.
Well, I had people jealous of me for nonsense, you know, just because I was known, you know.
Right.
And I'm like, I ain't getting rich off this, so.
Right. But whether you getting rich or not, believe me, I lived it. Whether you getting rich or not, if people see that you making any kind of money, they think you making more money than you actually are.
Yeah, you got that right.
because you know where I'm going. Because when we were running that tournament, people thought, and you know, it used to be, you know, you used to come to the crib sometimes.
Yeah.
People thought that I bought my house from running the tournament. They didn't think that maybe me and my wife both worked for the city, and we could do things like that. You know, people was thinking, and you know, and with that nonsense, it's like you're like you know, you like taking from the hood when really all you doing was giving back to the hood. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I know like when you were doing stuff with us, it wasn't like a lot of money involved. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, certain segments in the hood, not the whole hood. All in all, the hood showed love.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's certain little segments in the hood that be like, fuck that nigga, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then they said, like, if you ain't nobody, you don't got no haters. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you somebody, of course you're gonna have haters. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't surprised you said that people were jealous of you. You know, like nobody cared about like what me and Shy were doing until they started thinking we was making a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Buying houses and stuff.
Right.
Thinking we buying houses from a tournament.
It was that damn Sequoia. I can tell you exactly what it was. Shy. Remember you had that Sequoia?
Yeah. But I ain't even going.
Yo, kid, man. How the fuck you buy that truck, yo?
Yeah.
and then one year, Mountain Dew sponsored us. I don't know if you remember that. One year Mountain Dew, people, they thought that, and all the money that Mountain Dew gave to us, we spent all of that like in the tournament. That year, we had like an all-star, we had all-star games. No, you know, we put every nickel, all they wanted us to do was put up their banners and stuff like that.
Yeah, sponsor them.
Yeah. But boy, people, you'd have thought that the Mountain Dew gave us like 50 G's or something, the way people was acting. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I mean, they gave us, it was all right. And we appreciated anything that we got. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it was 2,000, whether it was 200, we appreciated anybody that donated. You get what I'm saying? But people, they was like looking at that and they going, oh, you know, they got Mountain Dew. And then because of who we were in the hood, we had the rain sights and stuff. Right. So all of a sudden, you know, we was able to collab that with Pete and them. So anytime that it rained, we had like the rain sight, and then we go in there putting up our banner, putting up the Mountain Dew banner. Yeah, so you know, we was getting.
Javon asks, what was your most memorable moment as a DJ and why?
Trying to think. That's a hard one. I can
you
go to
played in 50th Street, right?
Yeah, I played music in there, but I never played in the tournament in 150th
Okay,
Street.
but you've been in 150. That's not memorable to you. It's a sniff tournament.
I think the sniff tournament was the most memorable one because you started seeing celebs come to the events.
Okay,
celebs, you know,
right.
Mike Tyson. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I know. I saw a DMC out there a few times. I remember Mark Jackson. He was playing out there.
Salt and Pepper, Biz Markie.
Okay.
Yeah, I stopped going, man. I stopped going to that damn park.
Yeah, it started getting crazy.
Yeah. Every year.
It started getting crazy.
Every year.
They had that big shootout in '87. Oh my goodness, I was scared to death.
Yeah, man, I stopped going to that park. Yo. That was one park I did not want to go to.
Yeah.
Right down the block.
Yeah.
You know what? I neglected to ask you in the beginning of the show. And we normally ask everybody that come on,
right?
If you could describe yourself in one word, and then one word or a few words as possible, and why.
This is the compliment I get, that I'm the same person I was years ago or decades ago. Like I haven't changed, you know, the way I move.
Okay.
I would say that, you know.
Okay.
You're still the same person, you know. Like how the person, I'm just more wiser now. That's the only difference between when I was younger and now.
Okay.
You know, I try to be low key, you know.
You say you're in your 60s, huh?
Yeah, I just turned 62 last week.
Oh, my man.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy belated.
Thank you.
Yeah. So then that was like last week. Yeah. Oh,
right. Yeah, Saturday. It was a Saturday.
All right.
Oh, you an old ass, huh?
Yeah.
DeWitt been around.
Yeah.
I remember young dudes when I think you was around the corner from my crib on a block party
Mm-hmm.
with the Rockaway twins. Shout out to the Rockaway twins.
Right.
And young guys, they was coming up to me and they was asking me, they was guy amazing DeWitt, he playing. Then they was like how old is that guy? And I say, well, shit, he around my age. So I knew you was up there, but I didn't really know how old you were. You know what I'm saying?
People don't even think I'm the age that I am. They think
I
I'm
didn't
younger.
think so. I didn't think that. Damn, damn, you an old ass. Yo.
Yeah. So you came from the time of like Grandmaster Flash. Did you meet Grandmaster Flash?
Oh yeah, twice.
Yeah.
At the street parties. And
So you was going to the Bronx at that age, bro?
I snuck up there. Actually,
yeah.
I went to the Bronx in '78. My mom was strict, so I couldn't do nothing. The first year she let me go wherever I wanted to go was '77. And we already know what was going on out there. The blackout. And then you had Son of Sam.
Yeah.
Everybody was scared.
It was crazy in the Bronx, yo.
Yeah, but when Son of Sam, everybody was scared out the five boroughs.
City, yeah.
So I know I wasn't going nowhere because nobody knew nothing. All we knew was somebody riding around,
blasting people. We ain't know it was some.
I'm like
some nerdy. Yeah.
So,
we knew he was white.
Yeah,
we knew he was white.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't have cars back then.
Yeah,
so
yeah, but
a different type of fear.
Yeah. So with DJing, right?
Yeah.
With DJing, because you said you met Flash. I met Flash.
Right.
I met Flash before too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't no big fan of Flash.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm just being honest.
Right.
Because to me, I mean, other guys was coming up in the industry.
Yeah.
And some people looked up to you.
Right.
But to me, he was kind of, like an arrogant dude to me.
I heard that.
And I ain't really care for him. And bless the dead, I ain't really care for Mr. Magic either.
Marcel, Brookville, Ajax. Those are my favorite in the 80s. I can remember. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I'm answering the question here.
Go ahead, man.
I'm trying to think. That's a deep question.
What's that? What do you ask?
I don't remember the 80s.
What do you
Marcel asked, what was your favorite? Well, he said baseball, but I know you meant basketball tournament to play in the 80s.
Yeah.
Mine was it was two. I can go with you and your brother's tournament. I can go with the Sniff tournament. Okay. I would say the Sniff tournament because the first time I see players that made it to the NBA
was in the Sniff tournament, and the Sniff tournament was before our tournament. Like we started more in the 90s. You get what I'm saying? The Sniff tournament, I know that was going on.
I was cautious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
playing in that damn tournament, man.
Yeah. I used to put teams in there too. I mean,
right.
It is what it is.
Yeah, there was a time to play there, and then at a certain time it was to get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it started getting real bad when
man.
I mean, oh my goodness. People walking around with guns out in the open. I'm like, let me get out of here.
I don't mean to bad mouth it or anything like that, but
yeah, it was a time,
that was the highest murder rate in New York City was around the time that we was around.
Right.
They said I think that the 80s had the overall highest rate.
When crack hit the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The 80s and the early 90s. That was like the worst.
Yeah.
And they said the only
all the sea pharmacists and stuff.
Right.
And the
70s was crazy too because everybody was robbing. I remember they was robbing grocery stores. Banks.
There's a free for all back then.
Yeah, the banks. Before the drug gang.
Right.
All the robbers became the drug dealers.
Right.
And the stick up kids.
And then like how you said you had to stick up kids and stuff. They was like And
you know what's so funny? And you know what's so funny? And I'm not saying this to be bragging. I knew all the stick-up kids. Ain't none of them bother me.
Nah, they bother us either.
There was a lot of dudes getting their radios taken back then. I wasn't one of them.
Yeah, and you had a big ass radio.
Yeah,
you know,
mm-hmm.
You had a big ass radio. Those were the radios they was taking.
Yeah,
now before Radio Raheem in Spike Lee movies. Now before that,
I'm not going to say his name, but I remember one time I was on a Q6 bus, and the guy got on the bus and he was robbing people in the back, and he pointed me out. Don't touch him.
Yeah, but that's respect, right?
Yeah,
that's respect.
Right. Now it wasn't out of fear though.
Right.
You know, I'm not no gangster. I'm a fighter, not a gangster.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I know. I saw you get mad a few times when people bumping the table. You know.
Yeah.
In the park.
You look like Martin at house party and shit. Yo, man, don't about that.
He was like, yo, man, and you know what time it is. Ain't nothing changed.
Yeah, kind of. There you go. I remember I used to put people on blast. If I see people behind the ropes and I ain't know them, I'm like, yo, who's he with?
Yeah. Why were they so close any damn way?
Yeah. So people wanted to get close, man.
Well, I used to turn the music off. I'm like, yo, y'all got to get behind the ropes.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't help us bringing none of this stuff out here. Yo, this stuff costs too much money. Ain't nobody over here rich.
Yeah,
Ajax, Brookville. Marcel, I'm still answering your question, man. There was only 2 damn tournaments that was out back then.
Yeah.
The only two worth going to as far as out part of Queens anyway.
Yeah.
You know?
Because Brookville, then did they have something? Did they have something, the Rise tournament?
Yeah, I remember that one.
The Rise tournament.
Wasn't that in Brookville?
That was Brookville, right?
Yeah.
How about they used to do a tournament over there by Roy Wilkins?
Yeah.
No. But we winded down.
Anyway,
we winded down to it. You know, I wanted to thank you for coming on.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. If there any people you want to give shout outs to, or if you want to give out your socials or anything like that,
time and a place for that. Not at the moment,
I got you.
Like I said, when I do something, I want to be fully committed.
Okay. But like I said, thank you for coming on. When we think, because when we had Cypher Sound on, we was like, since it's bars and hoops,
mm-hmm.
we gonna bring some people from the music on as well.
Okay.
As the the basketball legends.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So you a hip hop legend. People be thinking, the legends, had to have like a gold record, but you definitely a hip hop legend. That's why everybody know you.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Was there any competition between you and Vic?
Yeah, I was. Matter of fact, he was my only competition.
Okay.
But we didn't really stress battling. I mean, sometimes he used to act a little funny. I'm like, okay, he's very emotional. I'm like, ain't that serious?
I'm gonna say something as a joke. Don't be funny. Oh, you motherfuckers is short as hell, yo. DJing like a motherfucker. Vic and him.
But Vic
is tall.
Vic is tall.
Grandmaster Vic.
Grandmaster Vic.
Grandmaster Vic from 40 Projects. He's 6'4". He's tall.
Another Vic. There's a little Vic. Nigga be on TV.
The DJ?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know who you talking
about. I'm trying to think too, because only Vic I know is Grandmaster Vic from 40. Yeah. He's tall. He's almost your height.
6'4".
He's tall. Yeah.
But we winding down now. Again, thanks again, Dewitt, for coming out. Appreciate you. This has been the AMF show, with our guests, the amazing Dewitt. Shout out to the Bars and Hoops family for having us. Shout out to the AMF family. Happy birthday to my grandson, Nori.
Yeah, Jessica, he about 3 feet tall.
Part of the AMF family is going to be going to Jamaica this weekend. So, travel safe. And, we be back with everybody next week. All right. AMF show. Peace for everybody that tuned in.
Peace.
Peace.
Happy holidays.